Welcome back guys, KalelSoups808 here with yet another statue review, this time the Pop Culture Shock Street Fighter VEGA Player 2 exclusive. Stay tuned. On the front of the box there's a picture of the statue itself. That's the player 1 version though, with the purple snake around his body and the different coloured pants. And you've got pictures of the statue all the way around. And like with all the Street Fighters, there's some VEGA stats there, there's some details of the character. So pause that if you want to read this. Continuing around the box, same pictures on the other side, very simple but very nice. And in the box you get these things here. They've started doing these, you might have seen with the Zangief review I did, Zangief. They do these nice coloured art prints here, and they kept it in this nice protective plastic. Absolutely gorgeous work there, signed by the artist. And then you get obviously the certificate of authenticity. So the edition size for the Player 2 exclusive is 275 and mine is 183. Okay, let's have a look at the statue itself. And this is the bottom of the base here, with the edition size as always. It's a pretty weighty base, but it has to be just because of the dynamic nature of the pose on the statue. It has to have quite a lot of weight to stop it from tipping over. So this is it. So I'm loving this this line, this ultra line now with these stylized bases. There's so much more to it and so much more interesting. So here we've got Vega's mask here, as you know, and then because he's got a thing about snakes, got the 2 snake heads here. It's great detail on them. Has got that kind of very Spanish villa kind of feel to it, and some it just looks like stone. So absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous base. Lots of detail. And then we have the body. He inserts in with one peg, one metal rod rather. So that is the bit that concerns me about that. Like with the Zangief. That's had a big kind of squared stone peg around the rod here, just to make it a bit more secure. So that concerns me that it hasn't got that. Like it might lean over time, I'm not sure. So that's just slips into the base like so. So there is a little bit of movement here. I don't know if you can see it. But I'm not concerned that it's going to fall over. The rod just might bend over time. I'm not sure, because the statue is quite heavy. Anyway, I've had it for over 12 months now, and it hasn't bent. So fingers crossed. So it comes with several parts, this thing, and I'll show you right now. So he has a sash here that goes on this little hole inside of his belt there. Kind of sucks on with a magnet. Mine has just the tiniest little hairline crack in there, but it's not something that worries me. Then his left hand here just sucks on with a magnet there. That's a really, really strong magnet, sucks on nice and tight. And then there's 2 different hands and 2 different heads depending on which you want to display. I display him with the unmasked head, so he has his mask in his hand because I think that's beautiful. Like the long fingernails, they're awesome. And there's just a bit more detail to the unmasked head. which is here. And he's just kind of licking his top lip there, like Vega does, because he's a bit of a weirdo. And then they have this long braided hair. And then that just slots onto there again with a magnet. And there you have it. The statue is complete. Yeah, he's definitely one of my favourite Street Fighter statues, I would say, at this time. I think Pop Culture Shock, they started really well, but the things that they're producing now just blow the old stuff out of the water as far as I'm concerned. Like, I was never particularly impressed with the original Vega, and that became very rare, and to get a good one anyway that wasn't broke, because I guess with pieces like this, when they've got like long, very thin, very brittle parts like the blades, the hair, the sash, a lot can go wrong. And I would be very, very careful if you're buying this second hand off somebody, because they might not pack it very, very well. They would have to pack it perfectly not to break it. So these things are very, very delicate. So yeah, the original one, a lot broke, so it became very rare for that reason. And then they started going for silly money. But I much prefer this one. I was very worried about the pose, because like I said, it's very, very dynamic, and it's just in there with that one metal rod. So I don't know, we'll see if it'll stand the test of time. Like I said, I've had it 12 months and it's been good so far. So it's not one of those things I want to be moving around too much. So I think the sculpting on these things is just phenomenal. Like the muscularity on him, it just looks so athletic. And nice veins and bone structure in his hands there. A close up of his face there. And the muscularity is fantastic. Really, really nicely sculpted. I don't know whether this was Jerry Macaluso himself, the president of PCS, that sculpted it, but it looks like his work. It's really, really well done. And here's the switch out head with the mask. I actually really like it. This has been in the box for 12 months, and for me it was a no-brainer originally going with this one, just because I like to see his full face and him holding the mask there. But this is actually really, really nice. So I'll show you that on right now. And there you go. That's the head attached to the body. Really, really nicely done. And obviously you don't want him holding a mask in his hand, because that doesn't make sense. So then there's this spare hand here, with the long fingernails. That's gross. That's so gross. But beautiful at the same time. And these pants, I believe in the original they were mixed media, but this is not. The Ultraline tend to be just all sculpt and no fabric, which I kind of like. So now I'll give you some measurements on this guy. He is just a little over 23 inches high from the tip of his blade, which is this highest point there, to the very bottom of the base, so just a little over 23 inches. And then he is 17 inches in depth from the back of the base here to the knee. So he's quite deep. So all in all, if I was to give him a rating, I would give him 9 out of 10. He's almost perfect. The paint job is great, the sculpt is phenomenal. I love the switch out parts, the alternate portrait, the alternate hand. It's exactly what we want in a statue, some options with it. I love the base, so much better than the original line. They were just like the boring kind of black plinths. I really do like these stylized bases that are unique to the characters. The only reason I would deduct it a point and prevent it from getting 10 out of 10 is just the fact that the peg worries me. It's probably going to be okay. I'm probably worrying about nothing. But like I said, it's not a light statue at all. And you can see how much that like stands out from the base. So it freaks me out a little bit, especially when I'm moving it around. I have to dismantle it fully because it tends to wobble when I pick it up as a whole thing. So that freaks me out. But other than that, absolute top drawer statue this. So well done PCS once again. Okay guys, and that's the end of the review. So if you like this video, remember to hit like, subscribe, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next video. So until then, take care of yourselves and happy collecting.